Hi guys, so today I want to talk about the increase of value in yourself or in work or just in general. Well, first of all, I'm just going to be flat out honest with you. A few weeks ago, well, probably several weeks ago, I started to plan on doing this self-employed thing. Well, actually, it was months ago, but a few weeks ago, things started to flop. Okay, I'm talking, I don't know if it was because I was losing my niche or I was just overworked. I'm talking like financially, it was just getting so bad for me. I was just getting literally paranoid. And I didn't know what to do at that moment. So pretty much what I'm gonna, one of the things I will say, ways of increasing value in yourself is humiliation. Yes, humiliation. And this is why. I was dealing with, I still am dealing with different types of mindsets because, there are two types of crowds. You've got the employee mindset type of crowd and the employer mindset type of crowd. In my case, I'm dealing with most people that are used to the employee mindset. So, of course, in my situation, it was so hard. It was hard to see, especially people that I live with, like family, that talk about, that look at what I'm doing and just have doubts, and also with your friends. Even though they're not really saying it, like my friends are not really saying what they feel, you can kind of tell. Well, for me, I'm good at reading vibes. I'm not saying I'm 100% right, but a lot of times I tend to be. And it's almost like you could see that speech bubble going on in their head, like, oh gosh, I think she's just wasting her time. I don't even know why she's doing this. She's not even making any money. Those are the things that I felt like I was seeing. And and that's what I'm still kind of dealing with in certain areas, because some people haven't seen me or have not been around me long enough to really see, know what's been going on in my life lately. But there's something that stood out to me. Okay, I was talking to one of my friends. She's an elderly woman, and we were talking in a Google Hangout, and she was asking, "Hey, how are you doing? With the whole self-employed thing, how's it going for you?" Because she's also self-employed as well. I said, "Oh, I'm doing great. It's been going well for me." And she was like, That's funny because weeks ago, you weren't doing too well, and now all of a sudden you are." And it was a little low shot. It was low blow, but my response to that was, yeah, you could be right. You were right. I wasn't doing too well weeks ago, but the difference is I'm not a quitter. What I did was decide to get some help and talk to people and pretty much went with the flow. Went with the flow of things, in terms of I didn't listen to what anybody else was saying. And what I'm trying to say, my point is, you have to learn how to face humiliation when it comes to being successful or in anything that you're trying to accomplish. Reason being is because I believe that what God does is he tries to break you to your lowest point so that you can rise to be at the highest point of what you can be. And because what you don't want is you don't want things to turn out smoothly all the time, because you have to learn at some point how, where if things don't turn out easy, you have to learn how to handle them, or else it's just, that's one of the reasons why they say life's not fair. But the beauty about life is that you have an opportunity of getting up. Okay, so my advice in terms of increasing value is you have to learn how to keep your eye on the prize. It doesn't matter what it is that you're trying to do. You're going to have things and people that will try to knock you down. Your job is to keep your eye focused on whatever that is that you're trying to accomplish, because there may be times where, hey, you may have to, you got to do what you got to do. You may have to go find another job, or, you may have to seek for help. But the point is, you don't want to fall out of that goal that you're trying to accomplish, because you don't want that dream to slip out of your hand, because that dream that you have may shape you into what you may become in the future. Okay, I'm also going to tell you another story. This is another miniature story, but I swear I love little stories, or little life experiences that happen to me, because they mean so much. When I was a kid, I was born in Parma, Italy, Parmigiano, which is a land of cheese, and I was 5 years old. I was the only black girl in my school. And I swear, when I was there, of course, to the other white colors, they looked at me like, they weren't used to my kind. Now, of course, there was another black girl, but she was like on the other side of the school. And, due to time fluctuation, I never could reach out to her. So I was dealt to deal with whatever it was that I had at that moment. And these kids were just so mean to me. And I would come with candy and treat them and give them things that they would like, because I was just nice. I was naturally nice like that. And one day I remember I asked, "Can I play with you guys?" And they said, I remember, they said, it was recess. They said, "You ain't nothing but a little N-word, so you can't play with us." At that age, even for myself, I knew what that meant. And I bawled out crying. I mean, those people bullied me every day. But just to fast forward, I had a birthday cake, okay? And my mother got the school, well, it was my birthday. My mother got to the school to bake me the Smurfs lemon cake. Oh, God, I could just taste it. It was like yesterday. But it was so good. And I'm talking, I had birthday cake, I had candy, I had food, drinks, just hooked it all up. And those same people, and this one guy, he was like the headmaster of that whole clique. Yes, we're 5 years old and we had a clique. They were like so mean to me. But that day, he was the one that came to me and said, "Hi, Cassandra. Would you like me to help you with that? Would you like me to help you with that cake?" Including the rest of the clique. Sitting there trying to accommodate me. And I'm sitting here in my head at 5 like, you were the same guy, including your crew, who were sitting there mean to me. But now all of a sudden you like me? You want to help me out because I got a birthday cake. Point to that is, it's going to be like that for you. When the sooner you get over whatever it is that you're going through, because it could feel like, oh my gosh, it's the end of the world. Screw this. I don't want to do this anymore. It's not working out for me. For as long as you keep your eye focused on whatever that prize is, you will eventually get there. And the best part about it is that you don't want to give up. Look at Jesus. I mean, he took one for the team. Beating, brutality. I mean, I'm talking people doubted him. And now look, a lot of us, including myself, thousands of us are sitting here. We pray to him for mercy and for blessings. Because, I mean, Jesus rose the third day. And, he went through all of that. But look at what he has become. And that could be the same for you. You could be that same person that people will eventually look up to because you did not give up. Keep your eye on the prize. Also, face humiliation no matter what it is that you're going through. There could be bumps on the road, people throwing rocks at you, stoning you. As long as you don't try to defend yourself and look, because that could be a distraction. That type of energy you're putting onto people that are being negative towards you is the energy you could be using to apply towards that success that you're trying to reach. And then when you finally overcome those same people, even others that are going through your same situation, can look up to you and say, "What did you do?" But because you took one for the team, you went through it, you now know what to do to get them in that same position, which is humiliation, and keeping your eye on a prize. From a few weeks ago versus how I'm doing now is completely different. And the reason being is because I did not stop. I'm nowhere near where I was before. I mean, I'm still getting there, but I'm not 100% where I want to be, as much as I would love to be. But I am a lot better. And what that tells me is I am a step closer to where I'm wanting to be. I am working hard towards what I'm doing, towards being self-employed, towards not trying to rely on somebody else to get me to where I want to be. And reason why I'm not listening to those people and why things are getting better for me is because I stayed focused. I didn't stop to say, "Hey, hold on, listen, this is what I need you need to understand what this is all about." I'm not trying to convince you. My craft will tell them what it is. It will convince them. Those type of people don't know what you know. They don't see what you see. So what's the point of trying to break them down to see what you're doing? That's not your job. And it's not 100% their fault either, because of how, reality, how life, how they lived. Charity begins from home. So it's all a matter of perception. Okay, so my thing is, another thing that you want to consider is ask yourself, what are you affecting you from doing what you're trying to do? Because a lot of times we can be our own worst enemies. So you want to think about that. Don't give up. Keep on with it, and I promise you, during your trials and error, that's just you getting over that that waste. It's just like a drug addict. When they're sent to rehab, they're dealing with the whole withdrawal period. Some of them may stick with it, some of them may not. You have to ask yourself, which one are you? So if you're going through a hard time, it's because you're detoxing. Your body is just cleansing out of that area that it's not used to. So once it cleanses that area out mentally, you will finally know how to handle the situation and reach your goal. Whether it's you wanting to be rich, you want to be a doctor, whatever it is that you're trying to do, keep forward. Don't stop. Humiliation, keeping your eye on the prize, and checking yourself is what helps to increase value. Trust me, it's working for me, because I'm not trying to listen to anybody. I'm just like, thank you, I do appreciate your comment, on to the next one. And now I have some people who are questioning me about what I do because I didn't fight back. Jesus didn't fight back. He's the Messiah today because of that. Humble yourself and you will surely reap what you sow. You will reap those benefits. Okay? Well, that's enough for today. On to making more videos. Bring it on, Angie. Bye.